An hour from now, all three men charged in the death of Crystal Rogers are scheduled to appear in front of a judge. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. These hearings could give us some clarity on how their cases move forward. Shay McAllister has been following this, as you know, since day one. She's joining us from Bardstown with what we know. Shay.
Well, Brooke, this certainly is a huge day here in Nelson County. Not only are all three men going to be here in person, it's the first time that they've all been at the same place at the same time since they were arrested. To give you an idea of just how big we think this court case is going to be and how interested people are, we have already seen multiple friends of Sherry Ballard here in the courtroom, and Brooks Houck's mother, Rosemary Houck, and girlfriend, Crystal Maupin, just walked in the doors. Still an hour away, but people already lining up to get in and see what happens here. So let's take a look at what we're expecting to happen. Brooks Houck's hearing is scheduled as a preliminary hearing. We are expecting them to give us an update on the evidence in this case, which is said to be more than a terabyte of documents, hours of police interviews, even possible evidence from those searches in recent years. After the attorney provides that evidence and that update on where he's at in the evidence, that'll help him work with the judge to come up with a trial date. Brian Butler, Brooks Houck's attorney, has said they are aiming for a trial in summer of 2025. Next up, we have Stephen Lawson. He is facing 2 charges, conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence. I talked to his attorney yesterday. He told me he thinks that Steve's case will really be a really quick hearing today. They're going to be talking about fast-tracking the case. They would love to see a trial this summer of 2024. Again, Steve Lawson, in this case, his attorney has said he has transactional immunity, and that could come up today. Finally, we have Joseph Lawson, Steve's son. He's the man the attorneys claim drove Crystal's car to the Bluegrass Parkway and left it there. That's from attorney Ted Lavitt. We are expecting in his case there to be some discussion on bond. Currently, he's being held on $500,000. His attorney says he's a paraplegic and no danger to the community or himself. They want him released on $50,000 with GPS monitoring. Again, huge day down here in Nelson County. We're already seeing people line up outside of the courtroom. We are most certainly expecting the Ballard family, Crystal's loved ones, to be here today listening to what happens in this case. We've already been seeing people walking and wearing pink. That is the signature sign of support for Crystal and her family. And we do know that we are not going to be allowed to live stream this hearing, but we will be posting minute-by-minute updates and photographs on WHAS11.com. So if you'd like to keep up with it, head to our website. It's a great way to follow along with everything that happens this afternoon. Of course, join us later today on the news 4, 5, and 6. I'll be live here in Bardstown, and we'll fill you in. Brooke?
All right, Shay, thanks again. And as she mentioned, WHAS11.com, as well as that free WHAS11 News app. We do have 2 crews from our digital team down there with Shay right now who will be blogging every minute of what happens in those hearings. A new lawsuit filed against 4 unnamed Metro police officers. The police chief and Louisville Metro government says LMPD used excessive force and unlawfully detained and searched 4 black men. According to court documents, Deshaun Weaver, Micah Gosway, and Darion Williams were eating breakfast in a Burger King parking lot February 10th of last year when 4 unmarked LMPD cars blocked them in. That lawsuit said the officers got out of their car, pointed guns at the men, and removed them from those cars and placed handcuffs on them, searching both them and the vehicle. It said police never found anything in the car or on the men, and they were let go and never charged with a crime. Court documents said LMPD had no reasonable suspicion or probable cause to take the actions they did. We did reach out to LMPD, but were told it could not comment on ongoing litigation. However, a spokesperson did say the members of LMPD work diligently to make our city a safer place by providing fair, equitable, and constitutional police services to the people of Louisville. The public expects our officers to perform difficult tasks in challenging conditions and maintain a high standard of professionalism. We stand behind those expectations and meet or exceed them daily. There is a new bill looking to remove the party affiliations of candidates from ballots in Louisville's races for both mayor and Metro Council. House Majority Whip Jason Nemes is one of 7 Louisville Republicans sponsoring that. He says it will incentivize candidates to reach out into more areas around the county before elections.
And the best way to do that is to make sure somebody has to go get votes. And if I have to convince voters all around the county then that's what I'm going to care about.
And that bill does face some opposition. Louisville Representative Pamela Stevenson said she believes those living in Louisville's urban core would like to keep elections partisan.
Why should a committee approve what the people want? The people have told us what they want.
That bill aims to make it easier as well for areas on the outskirts of the metro to form new independent cities, much like what Eastwood is trying to do right now. House Bill 388 cleared its first committee vote on Wednesday. Governor Andy Beshear just announced the team selected for a $9.5 million project to monitor and bolster safety on Kentucky interstates prone to wrong-way crashes. A 3-month pilot project will happen this summer. It'll test new technologies along select ramps in Fayette County before deploying to areas in Louisville. Kentucky's wrong-way driving and integrated safety technology system will both detect and deter wrong-way incidents by alerting the wrong-way driver, other drivers, as well as emergency responders. It'll also improve existing systems, monitoring pedestrians, debris, and stopped cars in the roadway. When that program comes to Jefferson County, take a look at your screen. These are the sections of interstates it'll monitor. You've got the Watterson from I-64 to I-65, then 64 from the Ohio River to Pee Wee Reese Road, and lastly 65 from the junction to the outer loop. These locations were identified based on crash history and ramp designs, as most wrong-way crashes occur in these areas, with the potential to expand to other counties throughout the state. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg says he wants to invest more money into the neighborhoods outside the Watterson Expressway. The goal comes amid complaints from those who live beyond the Watterson, saying they don't feel any support from Metro government. We went to the Highview neighborhood to speak to David Staff. He's the head of the Apple Valley Homeowners Association, and also spoke to Bob Rayner in PRP. Both of them said they feel like the mayor's actually pulling money away from their neighborhoods.
No, I feel the mayor takes all the money outside of the Watterson and pours it back into the city to improve it and cares nothing about out here.
Some of the projects outside the Watterson include a new Fern Creek Library, a skate park over at Petersburg Park, and converting Watson Lane Elementary into affordable housing. The mayor's office is also requesting state funds for new seating at Iroquois Amphitheater and for new indoor and outdoor pools in South Louisville.